Good morning, RimWorld. How's everyone doing today? We have a rather large amount of news to go through. We're gonna have an extended episode today. We got Rebecca and Nate will be on in just a little while. We'll talk about the news and whatever else we come up with. So enjoy. I will go over. We're gonna start a new tribe today, and we are gonna go over everything that beforehand. So we have lots of news today. So first things we have up, kind of a neat thing for a temporary low-income housing. People are turning old hotels into this. That's a really good idea. Um, I really like that. They are singularly sided, so there's no hallways or anything like that. I think this is a really awesome idea. It comes with pre-installed conveniences. Whoever came up with this, really good. I like that. Our good news involves a sea otter because I think it's funny. Um, California burns for a gender reveal. That's a little out there, but I thought that was kind of crazy. Portland tried to burn down the precinct, so Portland's back in the news again. I don't think we'll get beyond Portland for a little while. This is more of a uh, public service announcement. This is the dude who, in case anybody else hasn't caught his photo for the guy who shot the Georgia sheriff deputy. We have some ridiculous news. We actually have two similar cases, both from Colorado. So we're going to talk directly about Colorado and how this isn't okay because they weren't waving guns in that. This one is probably the most epic of all of them. The unions pledged to walk off job actions to support Black Lives Matter before election. And then calling vets losers. Okay, so I have some words on this and how it is quote unquote false news. He did not say these things. I could not find unfortunately I could not find the original tape from Trump, but I do know that it's not what he said because I remember watching it once before, but now for some reason it's like it's been scrubbed from the internet. Yeah. So we're going to start with that one today, and I will switch them out as I go along. Uh, Rebecca is curious because she hasn't actually watched the previous stream as to what that is. Hold on one second, it'll show you.
Okie dokie. Well, I usually listen because I'm at work.
Yeah. But now you have the news up still, and I'm still playing RimWorld.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can still continue to read the parts of the article while I talk about them.
And since we have yet to get RimWorld to cooperate, with a multiplayer, then it's
Yeah.
just going to be you.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to start. I wanted to try. Let's see. Let's.
Eldar, Eldar.
Okay, we'll do Eldar. We'll do the regular lady. We'll do strive to survive because I talk a lot, and if I'm not paying attention. Oh, choosing. Yeah. Save data. All right. But yeah. So according to CNN and many other places, they want to try to throw flack at him for saying vets are stupid and this, that, and the other. In the actual article, I remember him saying those words, but those words were actually directed specifically at the what do you call it? The higher ups who told them false information. who gave them the wrong information. He wasn't calling the soldiers themselves who died that, but the and this is from just from my memory because I could not find the video. Unfortunately, I wanted to rewatch it, but I couldn't. So if I'm misparaphrasing this a little bit, I do apologize. Um, this is meant to be kind of a this isn't exactly what happened thing. Regardless, they're blowing it way out of proportions as far as what they're claiming he did when he did not do such a thing. Man, they gave me so much desert. It's ridiculous. Yuck. Um. Hmm. Yeah, over here by this river. I'm actually thinking it has caves. This has a river, does it not? Huge river. I don't want a huge river. That seems annoying. Um. Yeah. What is this? I can't go there. It's impossible. Oh, what do we got here? Ooh, that looks good. Has a river. Oh, but I'm awfully close to somebody else. Um, that does not have a river. What else has a river? What about this right here? Do they have no? This has a river, small hills, sandstone and marble. What's my temperature? 28 to 83. That's not terrible. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. We'll see what it's like. If we die, we die. All right. And I believe Rebecca had a bit of news about a cop that she wanted to talk about as well that I did not bring up.
Oh yeah, that was a cool one. I didn't pull it up on my. It's on my phone. Hold on. Too many devices. So I decided to help out and do the Google searching with the good news stuff this morning because good news is important, people. So I found a story on the Good News Network, which is a pretty cool little site. It's all good news, very positive, about this chick that was, into drugs and got arrested by a cop and managed to get her life cleaned up and turn it around. And eventually, after being sober for 8 years and starting a nonprofit that helps women with substance abuse issues, she donated a kidney to the cop who locked her up because she said he saved her life by getting her off the streets and giving her a chance to get cleaned up. So she saved his.
I do love good news. It is definitely the best part about doing this to make sure you guys get that good news stuff as well as the the important but you know overly advertised news, but you know trying to find some good folks here.
There is good stuff happening in the world. You're just not hearing about it?
Exactly. Um, no. Need construction. Nobody got construction.
Cooking. Oh, there you go. 9 2 fires. Bloodlust psychopath, though. I mean, that's
Yeah. Uh,
yeah, psychopath. Pretty. Jogger. Okay, jogger and psychopath, I think, go together.
I agree. And now I need an intellectual.
7 2 fires.
Yep. Great memory. He's a wimp, though. I can't do that. They get hit one time and they go down.
He's also malnourished.
I'm not worried about that. That goes away rather quickly. I feed them. Do, 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 do.
Ooh, 11.
Too smart, pretty, annoying voice, psychically hypersensitive. Yep. All right, we're going to go with this one. Annie has shooting 11. Cool. All right.
Their shooting's 13.
Oh, yeah, shooting is 13.
And medical.
And he has medical. All right. So as far as the whole Trump calling him that, there's many. You can check most of like the conservative side. They'll give you the story from the other side as well. But I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that that is not what he did at all. I don't particularly like the way he does most things when he speaks because he's very shoot from the hip, and he gets them into a lot of, oh, I didn't mean that kind of stuff that people like to take advantage of. And any American knows that that's not what he meant. But all right, we will move on to the next article. Unions pledge walk-offs, job actions to support Black Lives Matter. Um, yeah, I don't know why this is in there. It doesn't make much sense. Like, I don't like that that happened, but that's not what this is about. Union teachers. The big thing right now is teachers. So if the teachers walk off, that becomes a serious issue for all actual people who work. Do I think it'll happen? No, I really don't because unions themselves right now are having severe power issues. So a lot of them are they just don't have the power that they used to inside the businesses. And if they walk off, I would not be surprised if the companies that have to deal with them just allow those people to go. Just fire them for walking off because they can do that. That is 100% a viable thing that can happen. They don't actually have to put up with it. People have often put up with it because they'll get large groups of the workers to go away. So, yeah. Nonprofits, well, nonprofits, you go ahead and walk off. We won't miss you. Um, companies are, you know, they want to do this because they want to support the Black Lives Matter movement and the police stuff like that. But it's not going to work out well for a couple of reasons. One, we already have. Let me see. Let me leave it on a. Leave you right there. They don't have a large leg to stand on to begin with. Like they're not going to. Who's my best shooters actually? 12, 14, 12, 4, 13. So, wait, no. 14. Yeah, you've got a catapult. You will get the catapult, and you will get the Avenger Shuriken Cannon. That's fine. Kaylee is the 4. You can have the club. I think there's a. Oh, yeah, you can use this spear for now. All right. But for the most part, what they're going to find is that because of COVID-19 and all that, they're going to find that their jobs are just not there waiting for them anymore because they can't afford right now to not work, to not get what little work they can get done. Does that, if that makes sense? They don't have the cushion that they used to have. Let's see, where do I want to? Well, that seems somewhat conveniently placed, but I don't really like it.
That's not too bad.
That's not terrible.
I mean, you've got the river there. About up here.
That looks like Ancient Danger, if I had to guess. Looking for a place to... Yeah, I think this is going to be my best bet.
But if that's ancient danger there, do you want to be able to mine into that?
Yeah. I think, yeah. I don't think it's going to matter too much. So,
Bill says the traffic light is like strobing real bad. She want to let us know.
yeah. So, as far, you can't much expect people to just drop their jobs right now because there are no jobs to be had. Losing one's job right now is probably one of the worst things you can do. They just...
Yep.
You're fine.
I mean, that absolutely terrifies me. There's nothing else. If I were to lose my job right now, I don't know what I'd do.
No, I 100% understand. Like you can't lose your job right now. It's it's gonna be terror. Like if you lose your job right now, you're not finding one for a while.
Well, and there's so many people out there that need jobs that employers are not paying very much because they have a surplus of applicants. And so they can, you know, they're not paying for the quality candidates anymore. It used to be that there weren't enough applicants for jobs and they'd pay a lot, but now it's, oh yeah, well, we'll give you $10 an hour for, everything.
Yeah, precisely. So if the unions, like I said, are already fearing that they're gonna lose their power, so for them to say that they're gonna do this is extremely surprising to me, actually. And I'm honestly surprised that they even brought it up to begin with. All right, got that all taken care of. Claim all of this. All right. Now we need some zones. Dumping stockpile zone. That can go right over here. Oh, nope, right there. Regular stockpile zone can go. We'll do it right here. Oh, that's why. Go this way with it. And then up with it. There we go. And clear all. Allow foods, manufactured, items, weapons, apparel, buildings. And over here, we will also add raw resources. All right. Destruct those, please. Destruct those, please. We have a lovely, very fertile area right there to grow some crops.
Those berry bushes?
Huh?
You don't have berry bushes.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of berry bushes here in this one. Get all this selected.
Or rice.
For rice. There we go. And pour some rice right there. But all right, yeah. So this one, I don't have a large hope that it's going to happen. Or hope isn't the right word either. I don't have a strong suspicion that this is going to happen. If it does, I'll make sure to cover it and let you know some ideas I come up with. Should it affect you in your day to day and things like that. All right, on to the first of the two kids suspended. Um, so things happened in this one that I didn't particularly care. Like I didn't care for any of it. None of it was a good thing. Um, so the kid was at it distance learning and or whatever. What do they call vocational learning or whatever? How they're doing it right now. And he, for the most part, was just fiddle. Like he got bored, which Madam here next to me can attest to that. I said that was something that was going to happen to
Yep.
begin with. Because kids, it takes a lot of effort to get a kid to sit still any time of the day. Like they don't like it.
Yeah, I like, for instance, mine are running amok all over the place right now.
They don't like sitting still because it's boring. And that's okay. Kids, they are who they are. They're going to do whatever it is that they want to do for the most part. Like they get bored. It happens. Yeah, I did. I haven't made them yet. That's why I took this place over here. But it takes a while to get geothermic going. Hold on, I need that one deconstructed as well. Or do I want that one? No. Hold on, no. Cancel that. This can get deconstructed. And this one. And that's fine. But, yeah, so this kid is sitting at home, being bored, and he has his toys around him. And he has airsoft guns. Or a airsoft pistol. More than likely a cheap spring pistol airsoft gun. Something grandma or grandpa got him for Christmas one year. Or it could have been his, maybe his dad got it for him. Maybe his dad is like me and actually plays airsoft. I don't know. It was pretty popular in the Air Force. So But so he's sitting there fiddling around, and his teacher sees the airsoft gun. Then proceeds to suspend him for having a gun at school. He is sitting at home, mind you, on a computer, while trying to pay attention to that and, But no, he was not at school. You can't call it school when they're not at school. That's not how that works. Like, sorry, but you just really you can't. It's not the same place. He's not endangering anybody. He's not endangering himself. Now he said to his teacher, "Oh, it's just a toy." But then they proceeded to call the cops anyway. Now, mind you, I kind of get that to a degree, where they're like, well, I want to make sure that it's actually a toy. So I understand that to a certain level. I guess in a way I just understand that they are, in fact, maybe trying to make sure the kid is actually safe. Does that make sense?
But they didn't notify the parents first. They called the cops without parental to do a welfare check without contacting the parents first. That was a concern.
They did do that, and that was not correct, in my opinion, either. You know, and I'm sure, like, they could have, you know, saved themselves a lot of trouble had they just contacted the parent. Because the parent would have said, "Oh, that's his airsoft gun. It's okay. He's, you know," when they explained to him the bright green with bright green gun, you know, like, "Oh, that's probably his airsoft gun," you know? The parent knows better. And now the thing I didn't like is what the parent did there, where she's like, this is not the first time my kid, you know, has been racially profiled," but that's not what was going on. It was a stupid teacher who wanted to make a point about, you know, having gun-like things in the school. Now they have pictures of the kid. He's got like a whole like weapons rack of Nerf gun. He's 12 years old. He likes Nerf guns.
I like Nerf guns.
Yeah, we have Nerf wars in this all the time. It's fun. I do not have pets in this one. Yes. Yeah, I know. I'll get to them. I want them to deconstruct this stuff first. Let me guess. I have one person constructing, and that is why nothing is getting done. I'm not worried about that. Not yet. Starvation. Did they eat all their food already? Oh. Well. Alright. Where else? We don't want them to hunt the bomb rat. Yeah. Harvest those, please. Well, they haven't finished the butcher thing, so it's not doing me a whole lot of good. Where's my best constructor? I think it's 8, yeah. So who is that? Need material wood. Somebody cut wood, please. Anyway. Not many. There we go. Oh, now it's more important for them to, yeah. Apparently. Cannot prioritize. Cannot prioritize. Cannot. Ah, there we are. Anyway. Harvest that, and harvest that. Yeah, there's something for him to eat. But, no. So, they call the cops. They, you know, the cop goes in there and, you know, makes a big kerfuffle because he's a cop. You know, he's given the information, hey, this kid might have a gun. You know, like, child has gun. Well, that's going to send a cop into I need to protect this child mode, regardless of race, creed, color, or religion, or anything like that. He's just thinking, oh, yeah, that can't happen. Because he doesn't want that child to get hurt. And that, you know, and that's a perfectly valid response. Yeah, they need food. To the situation, for the cops' point of view. I wholeheartedly blame the teacher for freaking out. And now that kid is like, he feels terrible about what happened. Now I don't know. It's just irritating for me as an adult or as a parent, because if had it been my situation with my kid or something, I'd have been pissed. My kid's got Nerf guns, and he doesn't have an airsoft gun, but he will eventually. You know, because I play airsoft, and yeah, next day they'll be able to do that. But yeah, so they freak out, and they more than likely freak out the kid. Now it'd be like, oh well, this is just one teacher freaking out. Well, that's why I brought up that other one. So 2 days before that, in Jefferson County, an 11-year-old gets suspended for the same exact thing. You know, apparently in El Paso County, a 12-year-old. Oh, I'm assuming that's referring to him. This must be. I don't know if Colorado Springs is El Paso County or not, but it's a separate incident. Yeah, but it goes on about how the kid's like, I understand what a real firearm is. This is a toy, and I think it show. Yeah, it show. This one actually shows, like, anybody paying attention in any way, shape, or form. First of all, it's got an orange tip. It says Zombie Hunter on the side. If you take a closer look, it's a 6mm BB, U.S. Fort Smith, Arkansas. It's actually a fairly expensive one. I was thinking it was one of the cheap little rackback ones, but this is actually a good one. It has CO2 and stuff like that in it. Um, it's by Unimex, so you can pick that up at Walmart for probably close to 20. It's probably 19.99 or so, and it probably came in. It was probably more than just that. It was probably a collection. But this is the kid, he has all sorts of really awesome Nerf guns and stuff. He in no
Good
way,
evening.
shape, or nope, no way, shape, or form was he harming anybody or anything like that. And then all it does is go out of its way to yeah. So this is the El Paso one. So yeah, they kind of connect these together. But yeah, they just go out of their way to try to make that's the El Paso County one. Um, these kids seem like they're doing a terrible thing by having these, and that their parents are doing a terrible job of raising them because of that. And that's not the case. It's just a matter of parental permissions. And it's obvious that these kids had these permissions because they're literally right there. I know the this lady was saying, she was there, and the police came to her house, but they didn't call her till after they had called the police, or she wasn't there. Sorry, not that she was there. She wasn't there. So now they had somebody at their house. They had the cops at her house. That can get you kicked out of some places. Um, I don't know if this lady's going to be doing that, but this kid is apparently he's being going to a different school district now. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. This is all stuff that I have said that was going to be a problem with this vocational school training anyway.
What I don't like is that they're considering what they can see on the cameras for these kids as being part of a school, and they're enforcing school rules inside someone's home.
No, I agree with you.
I mean, that terrifies me. I mean, if my kid's room looks messy on a Zoom call, are they going to call CPS on me?
If that was the case, like Aiden's room looks like a minefield of sharp, pointy toys.
Well, the kid's room looks like the toy box threw up.
Exactly.
And it's not filthy. It's just they've been playing and they've been having fun and they just hadn't picked it up yet. But I mean, like, if they look like an absolute disaster in PJs, like some of the school districts are saying they have to start school at 7:45 on the nose and they can't be wearing pajamas.
And there's lots of kids who will just go out of their way and just like they don't want to be like some kids don't like pants and things like that. Like when they're at home, they'll just take them off. Like they just will.
Oh yeah, and some kid's gonna flash tidy whities on a little Zoom call because they're little kids and they don't care. Like mine are not shy about any of that. Or, some kid's going to pick up their Chromebook and take it into the bathroom with them. I mean, stuff like that is just going to happen because they're little kids and they don't think about stuff like that.
No, you're right.
I just don't want my kid getting like a sex offender charge because she set her Chromebook down and went to go change her outfit and didn't realize she was still on camera.
There is one little tidbit to that too that kind of disturbed me. Apparently, the school said that they were going to record. They didn't tell the parent that they were recording the Zoom calls. So that's a little strange, as far as I can tell. Sandstone. I don't think I have any more sandstone walls I can break down. Sandstone, steel, limestone, limestone, steel, sandstone. You can come over there and break those so I can finish that last bed.
You're gonna sleep in a reclaimed sarcophagus.
No. Yeah, oh yeah, they are actually. Yeah, I see your point. Oh, they need recreational variety. Well, you can get recreational variety when you finish building the rest of the stuff. How does that sound? Hmm? Hmm? And I will build a... It costs the same amount, no. But yeah, so... As far as I'm concerned with that, it's not something that needed to be done. The teacher should have just told him, hey, don't show that on camera. It's not okay. Some people... Yeah. Kid didn't need to be suspended. He wasn't going out of his way to, he wasn't like he was threatening anybody with it or anything like that. Regardless if it's fake or not, threatening somebody with it, not a good idea. But I don't think this colony's going to last. So that's that. All right, so now we go on to our manhunt. So this dude here, blue alert issued for Dalton Potter, age 29. Potter is suspected of shooting Whitfield County Sheriff's Officer deputy overnight. Last known to be on foot on Interstate 75 at Whitefield/Gordon County line. Potter is considered armed and dangerous. Call 911 if you see him. So there you go. Again, I don't play videos of other people's stuff just because, copyright reasons, things like that. He fired several times at Whitfield Safety. A state agency said Hackerney was hit but wasn't seriously hurt due to his ballistic vest. The GBI said returned fire, but Potter escaped and drove south on the interstate. So, is about 30 miles southeast of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Potter crashed near the Whitfield County Gordon border county line. Potter, who is considered armed and dangerous, then fled into the woods on foot. They're going to find him in a few days, and he is not going to be alive. Yeah, so if you see this guy, though, call the police. Don't try to arrest him yourself. Just use the boys in blue, and trust me, they want a piece of him. You don't shoot cops and expect them to like you. Hopefully they can arrest him without incident, but the likelihood of that I do not suspect is very high. But yeah, so if you see him, go ahead and give the police a call on that one. A little PSA for that. Hold on one second. But yeah, so it should be fairly obvious. I do not support those who shoot cops. Yeah, if you shoot a cop, you deserve what you get, in my opinion. I'm not saying you should get shot, but you know what? You've already they don't call it suicide by cop for no reason. Cops will often shoot individuals who shoot at them for the simple reason that they want to go home. There's nothing wrong with that. They're not doing anything wrong. Oh, finally, they're getting this done. Where are the... Okay, I'm confused. I think they've been eating the animals raw.
Oh, gross. What
Like,
about all the berries?
they're harvesting, I guess. I don't know.
Did you put the bill on the cooktop?
Yeah, yeah, but I didn't have. They just now finished the butcher's table, but the animals are gone, so I think they ate them without even chopping them up.
Just nom nom nom.
Yep. Nom 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 nom. We will hunt some turkeys, some tortoise, some raccoons, some guinea pigs. We will leave the bomb rats alone. Bunnies need to die. Rats can die. Squirrel! I've actually had and that's one reason why I don't like the wimp characteristic, because I've had wimps go down and then get killed by squirrels because they got bit one time and they're wimps.
Squirrels are vicious.
They are vicious. They're vicious, terrible creatures.
You should change that phrase instead of like crazy like a fox to crazy like a squirrel.
Yes.
Did you name it?
Oh, I just clicked the button at this point. I don't rightly care. Do I have a cook? I now have 2 cooks.
Reprioritize all of these things.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I do need a research bench, though. It can be right there.
Need some light in there.
In due time.
No torches?
No. They're not orcs. If you put torches in there during the summer, you'll overheat the dudes. Then they get even more complainy. I don't know why. Hey, they're finally cooking meals. Okay. Should be on the path to recovery, seeing how we have plenty of animals to sacrifice to the Slanesh. What is really? Okay, you killed it.
Donkey. Tame that thing.
No. But I don't have enough food right now to feed a donkey. Raccoon's revenge. Oh, apparently he's already killed the raccoon. His revenge was short-lived. But yeah. So that I mean,
Hey, they're putting the raccoon outside.
yeah, that's fine. They're only taking a second to chop them up, throw them out in there. Yeah. If you want to have a long and healthy life, don't shoot at a cop. That's the basic gist of it. It's not a good idea, regardless. Portland, Oregon. All right, so this one was a little bit different. I'm going to read a little bit of it to you. What's that?
What is wrong with that dude?
I don't know. Turkey syndrome? Portland, Oregon, of course, is still aflame. The Portland, what was it say? The demonstrators protesting police brutality. The officers warned the demonstrators against entering the precinct property, saying that they would be trespassing and subject to arrest. Shortly after arriving, the crowd began chanting, among other things, "Burn it down." Police said in a statement, some in the group lit a mattress on fire after 10 p.m. That's one thing I meant to ask people. Where are all these mattresses coming from? Everybody seems to have a mattress to light on fire.
Oh, and you know they're not nice ones or anything like that. It's going to be something just nasty smelling.
Right, but where are they getting them? Where's this surplus of mattresses just lying everywhere where they're easily accessible?
And they're not easy to haul around. They're big. They're heavy.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand.
And there aren't used mattress stores floating around anywhere. I mean, they have to get them from a dump or whatnot.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really understand that at all. But yeah, as far as that goes, don't try to burn down the precinct, especially when they give you fair warning. Portland in general, they need to. I mean, the less savory individuals of Portland, the Antifa members, they want the mayor as gone as all the other people who aren't crazy want him gone. And they want him, the ones who aren't crazy want him gone because he's allowed their city to literally burn to the ground over the past 90 days. He tries to ingratiate himself with those people, for some reason assuming that they're going to be the ones who vote him back into office when they when he was out there doing a rally for himself, was literally chanted and booed, and they tried to kill him. They wanted to, like, he had to have. Oh, I have a raid. Where is this? Well, you are not very scary, one individual. Attacking immediately. Okay. So if I just. Oh, is one of my dudes out here? Where are you? What's he doing? Is he going up there? Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no. No, no. Okay. Okay, hold on. There we go. You just. Actually, you just. Oh no, don't drop the shuriken rifle. You guys can just... There we go. Nice and annihilated. And his steel club, his 25 silver, his knife, that, a beer. And what gear does he have? No, I'm good. They can rot for all I care. Is he in actual health? There, yeah, okay. He's dead 3 hours. All right. But yeah, so as far as this whole burning down precincts, things like that, this is a construct of somebody trying to, I don't even really get it. Like, what their end goal is with all this. Like, do you think that in some way, shape, or form, that burning down the police department is going to actually cause police reform? Because it's not what's going to happen. You can't initiate against police if all you're going to do is try to destroy them. Like, they're just going to defend themselves, and your whole crux of what you're trying to get done is going to be null and void. Like, nobody's going to take you seriously if you act like this. It's just not how it works. I'm sorry. Well, we have rice on the way now, so we should be fairly good,
Make some raccoon stir fry.
I guess.
Hey, can your cook make better than simple meals? Can they make fine meals?
Yeah, they can. I don't usually let them because it's a waste of materials.
But when they're super grumpy, does it make them happier?
Sometimes, but again, waste of materials. If they're satisfied with the simple meal, giving them the fine meal will only make it so your supplies don't go as far.
Ew.
And fine meals literally require meat to be cooked. Oh, I don't want that to continue without my supervision. So that's my theory on that. Stop trying to burn down the police stations. Uh,
Hello.
yeah.
Hey, Nate.
How you doing, Nate?
Tired
Tired? Why?
because I ate so much food and now I want to sleep.
Ah. Yeah. All right. So now we have the agenda reveal sparks a wildfire in California that grows to 7,000 acres.
Not surprised.
So,
California burning down again? Wow.
well, this is a different kind of burning.
Unpopular opinion: gender reveals are lame.
Oh no, that is entirely a popular opinion, I think. I hate that.
Yeah, but you're a dude. You're allowed to hate them. I'm a chick. I'm supposed to be like, oh, yeah, can't wait to see you do something stupid with smoke and crap that's colored. And then I have to pretend like I care. And bring a gift. Again.
Yeah. So the biggest thing is this shows an extreme lack of competency upon people who like they want to make things all about them so much that they can't manage to even properly show a gender reveal, which I think are stupid anyway.
Did they just like make it a different color of fire? How do they do that?
Fireworks.
Ah.
Weren't they under a burn ban anyways?
Yes. But their
So
selfishness
illegal
got
forever.
ahead of them. You gotta remember, their gender reveal is far more important than the well-being of 7,000 acres of forest. And these are the people who constantly bitch about, you know, ozone and oxygen and all. Yet they're the ones burning down large wafts of forest because they wanted everybody to know in a fancy way what genitals their child has.
It's like they removed the idea of controlled burns for a very long time in California. And a controlled burn is just when you let a small forest fire erupt to burn away all the dead stuff. If you don't let that happen, all that builds up and you get a massive wildfire.
Exactly.
That and there's just no water in California, so I mean,
Well, sure there is. It just all comes from Colorado. Colorado and Oregon. They ship all of their water down to California.
your water handed over.
Yep. Happens when they aren't good enough at constructing and they try to construct something.
We want to secede. Okay.
I'm cool with this.
I don't want any of that stuff.
Give him a gift,
No,
like a little one.
I don't have anything.
You're like the lamest crap.
I don't have any crap. And I'm not giving him components. It's the only thing he wanted from me. But, yeah,
That
so.
one just threw up.
What?
The one that's cooking just threw up outside the door.
Oh, probably has food poisoning. They'll get over it. But yeah, so the next time you decide you want to do a gender reveal or something to that effect,
Colored
please.
cake.
Colored cake works just fine. Yes, exactly.
Confetti. There's a lot of things you can do. I saw one person do it with flavors.
With
Non-latex balloons.
Here's the thing. They made like a white cake. And then they flavored it like either blueberry or strawberry.
Oh, okay, that's kind of neat.
But they colored it white, so you couldn't tell. And I would be like, I would immediately go into fight or flight if somebody gave me a piece of cake and it was white, because I'm assuming it's vanilla. And if it comes out tasting like blueberry, then there's going to be some problems.
Okay. I get your point.
Betrayal.
Betrayal.
The cake is a lie.
Yes.
Flavor of the cake is a lie.
But yeah, so the main moral, the reason why I wanted to do that one was to point out the fact that no, it does not matter if your kid has any or an outie for genitalia. Don't start fireworks when you're in a fireworks band. Just stop being dumb, please.
That could fit for so many things. Just stop being dumb.
Are we going to quote Will Wheaton now?
Political sphere crashes and burns.
No.
In the immortal words of Will Wheaton, don't be a douche canoe. There's a bunch of barf on the floor.
I don't care.
That's so gross.
They'll be fine.
That's so gross.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
It's still gross.
What? What's
all
happening?
the barf. Like, somebody's just throwing up all over the place and not cleaning it up.
There's one spot of throw up.
Where?
Oh, there's some right outside the door, and there's some right between. Right there. Barf.
What outside what door? Oh yeah, down there.
That said what? Oh yeah.
Like, man, somebody's gotten really sick.
Well, yeah. I mean, it happens.
Well, they're not cleaning up around the dead critters. It's just blood everywhere.
Leave it there.
It's an incompetent cook.
See, they've thrown up right in front of the. See, right in front of the stove, right there. Blech.
Yeah, I am aware.
There's a perfectly good like vase right there that could be barfing in.
Reminds me of that time at the mall.
Oh, that was so nasty, Nate. That was so nasty.
Hey, I just felt bad for the family on the other side of the planter.
Yeah, Nate decided to hork into a vase, like
I
some
told
like
you I was feeling sick. Nobody listened to me.
Ah, yes. News.
I was 9.
barfing is bad. Don't do it.
All right, on to some good news.
Steals.
Yes, so Darren Ford and Carrie Rocket were paddling along the River Onorn near Littlehampton in West Sussex. I don't know where this is. A playful
Great Britain.
Oh, okay. A playful seal swam up to the group and climbed right on top of his board. That is so awesome, though.
That is a chunky seal. He's so cute.
It's adorable.
I want to hug it.
Chunky seal blush.
Oh my gosh, I keep getting ads for that. Thank you very much, Nate.
It's because
Look
I
at,
talked about
she's
it
trying
close to your
to
bone.
nudge him off, and he just does not care. Look at him. He's like, yeah, you do the paddling. I'm done. I don't feel like it. Something tells me that this animal may have been domesticated at some point. I don't think that they usually do this. Oh wait. I didn't know there was a video. We'll see.
You over the mic.
I bet that's what he's after, is food. Yeah. Oh my god. Hello, mate. Oh,
Okay.
bites my toe, I'm jumping in. I might
Aww.
have to give you my phone in a minute, Leo.
Don't.
That's awesome.
Wow, look at that.
That is some nasty looking water though. Jesus.
No wonder he wanted up on the paddleboard.
He's on. Oh, he's on.
Hmm.
And no, that isn't my. That's the actual video quality that I'm getting, not my video. The reason why that's all grained out, guys.
Get off my food, you're not having it.
Alright, that's pretty cool. Don't normally show videos, but that seemed pretty innocent. If they want to copyright strike me for having seals on boards, but yeah. So
You like seals? How dare you? Those are
Yeah,
my
I
seals,
know.
don't you know? I own those seals.
Not the seals. Somebody think of the children.
Make such funny noises.
Hey Nate, do your seal sounds.
Blood. Greg. That's about it. That's all they do. It's that forever. I can almost say the words leg and egg.
But yeah. So there was nothing wrong with the seal. They weren't feeding it, which is good. Because there's some people who will feed the seals just to get them to do that and things like that and give them diabetes. So they
Don't
weren't
feed
doing
wild
that.
animals.
It wasn't being aggressive. He was just chilling out, hanging out with some peeps, I guess. I mean, look at it. Like he looks like he's done this many times before, like right there.
Hitchhiking seal.
Yeah. And then we have the turning in old hotels into low income housing in Branson, Missouri.
Huh.
An old Days Inn hotel has been vacant for 8 years, has found new life and given a noble purpose.
So
So,
low income housing?
yep. Oh, I did not know they were still going. I thought I had paused this. Well, doesn't look like anybody's died.
Just gotta stop time real quick.
Yeah, it's okay.
Casually.
Kind of hot inside your house. You might want to 86 degrees, 87 degrees.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
They're kind of dumb.
I'm aware. You want them to be entirely more comfortable than I care if they are.
They work harder if they're comfortable.
No, they don't. There's no difference between their work habit if they're pissed, other than they don't sometimes work.
I know people too.
Were you
What's wrong
talking
with
about
this
unions
dude?
earlier?
Like, Everybody else is like running around. This person is food poisoning, so they're slow. That is the only one that's been horking, lady.
Hork, 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 hork.
Rotted away in storage. Oh well.
If they'd ever work on the research table, then you could get, refrigeration and stuff.
Yeah, I am aware. So I think I will just have to do it this way. It's not my favorite way. What? I don't care where their door is. Again, you want them to be entirely more comfortable, huh?
It's faster.
No, it's not.
Isn't the wall going to be in the way?
No.
Put a door right there and you walk right in with the food and start cooking it.
You realize at this point I'm gonna do it I'm not gonna do it just because.
You're as stubborn as I am?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm laying concrete so plants don't grow in this area around my windmill.
Because I keep having to cut down trees on mine.
Yeah, just lay down the concrete and they'll stop having to do that. And it's cheap. It's one tile for one piece of steel. So. Well, they constructed that mighty handily.
They want air conditioning.
Efficiency.
They want air conditioning.
They're not getting air conditioning.
They're
I
not
bet
good
they're
enough for air
barfing
conditioning.
because their food's spoiling.
No. That's not how that works.
In real life, that's how that works.
I agree. In RimWorld, that's not how that works.
It's a sneaky way to get rid of the barf. Now, does the double door help with the cooling?
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, so I actually like this idea as long as they keep it as temporary housing. Making it a permanent housing and not such a good idea.
A lot of people try to make things permanent a lot, and it doesn't ever go well.
Well, a permanent housing structure is fine, but making it okay, so these, this person permanently has this. If you make it temporary so that they have to go out of their way to find, better housing, things will go a lot better.
Yeah.
I think that's often an issue that that a lot of those have, is that people get in there and they have to pay, what is it, like, it's not very much for the housing. I think it just depends on where it's at, but for the most part, they don't pay that much for it.
Yeah.
And then they just sit there on, unemployment or something like that, and then they just, they kind of lose motivation to do anything at all. And that's
because you remove ambition from our system and it fails.
Yeah.
Capitalism thrives on the idea that a human being wants to progress.
Yeah, exactly. And by them doing that, they've just created this circle of instability in those areas.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not good. Yes, I'm aware I need batteries. But for now, this will work. For my food to stop spoiling. Now that I have wood, they're going to start constructing things again. Apparently, I have to tell Dingleberry once he wakes up to go chop wood every time. Not a quest. Oh, hunted predator. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one. I never do that quest. Because I am not going to make them more irritating than they already are. Oh, no, I don't want you to grow, but I wouldn't mind. Oh, everybody. You my cook? Where's my cook?
It's like with the low-income housing stuff. Did you hear that New York had bought up a bunch of land now that people had left?
Yeah.
That's kind of suspicious, in my opinion.
I mean, what's suspicious about it? It seems like a smart thing to do on their
Yeah,
part.
but it's the government in that area that's doing it.
I understand
After
that.
they made everything terrible. It
Yeah.
seems like they did it purely to lower real estate costs, like some kind of Scooby-Doo villain.
The Scooby-Doo villains.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd buy into that one. I get it. Just probably not.
It's not super likely, but it just, to me, it feels like that's what the objective was.
You think that's what the objective was?
Yes, the objective for all the lockdowns and everything.
That's a little too conspiracy theory for me, buddy. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I understand your point. Like, I understand where you're coming from with it, but I honestly think that they bought it up, and they're going to do terrible things with it. Don't get me wrong. They're going to turn it all into lovely low-income housing everywhere. And if you want an example of where that goes horribly awry, head on over to Detroit.
No.
Nobody wants to go to Detroit.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not even
for the
people that are
simple
in
reason that
Detroit
they
want to
made
go to
all the
Detroit.
they basically made all the housing low-income housing, and it did nothing but bring in a massive amount of crime.
But there's no
Crime
guns
and
allowed
it
in
lowered
Detroit, so
property
it should be
values.
a perfect idyllic location, for tourism and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about
Don't you know? Gun laws have worked everywhere they've ever been implemented. Ever.
Oh yeah.
Obviously,
Because
we need to
criminals
implement them
listen to
everywhere.
laws.
Yes, they do. Always. They are always 100% in sync with the laws.
Don't you know? Criminals always follow the law.
Yes, they do.
Good pirates never take another person's property.
But no. So, but the actual news there, that place, I think that's a really good idea. I think it could help out a lot of families getting, especially right now, because I think that one looked like it probably held close to 300 people, and there are a lot of people losing their homes right now because they can't get jobs, and that seems like a very viable and very good thing to use for that kind of stuff. Because for the most part, those things are just gonna sit there until they rot to the point where they're bulldozed and turned into a shopping center or something to that degree. Does that make sense?
And then it turns back around into the exact same thing it was previously.
I doubt that. I highly doubt that. Hey, my research bench is finally done. Jesus, that took forever. What do you mean? Oh, I already have one there. Where's my research? Research! Batteries! Research it. There we go. Because currently my temperature is at 60. It's going up because I don't have enough power output. Not blocked by anything, is it? No, okay. Alright, now we get into the more advanced work cycles because I need somebody to just do research. And they won't do it unless I do that. Hold on, make sure I have doctor. Oh, that's my... Alright, so you can doctor and you can doctor. I'm going to priority 2 this. Priority 1 doctoring. That way nobody does anything stupid. Alright, that should be fine. Hey, we have somebody doing research. That way I can get batteries, and I should be all set for by winter. I should have another grow. All this stuff will freeze. I should have more than enough food. But, oh, that's what happened last time. Alright. So that's it for the news that I found then. Does anybody else have news? Or anything they want to talk about?
Only things that will get you demonetized.
I'm not monetized, Dingleberry.
Well, I mean, banned too, but
I doubt that.
going off all the stuff in Wisconsin recently.
Which stuff?
There was those 3 protesters that got shot by that one guy.
Okay.
Can't say his name because
Why?
various
Well, we don't need to
social
say
media
his...
places,
Huh?
various social media platforms like YouTube, Facebook, and other places have been banning people that talk about him.
Okay. Are you talking about the... Are you talking about the kid who... in Kenosha?
Yes,
Oh.
his lawyer is actually. You remember Nicholas Sandman?
No.
He's the Covington kids.
I don't know that person.
Remember that kid that smiled at a Native
Oh,
American
yes,
guy?
yes,
Yeah.
okay.
His lawyer is going to be working for that guy.
Sounds like a good thing to be working for.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there were like 50 lawyers that jumped at the opportunity to take this case. So, like, we have recordings and everything. Please let me. I will work for this pro bono.
Yeah, they're... Well, the kid who did the whole smiley thing, you know, at the Native American dude,
Mhm.
yeah,
Highest paid person at CNN.
yeah, he has a lot of money because CNN got sued to a
Kingdom Come.
ridiculous degree because they did a dumb and accused him of something. They committed slander.
Yep, big slander.
Yep. And they got kicked in the old money bags for that one.
They got kicked in more than just the money bags. They got kicked into pride too.
Yep.
They're like, we'll never lose this case.
Yeah.
We have hundreds of millions of dollars for lawyers.
And the lawyer said, "Hey, this guy was harassing these kids. Had been asked
Visual
to leave
recording.
several times." Oh.
Why do people always like
Always what?
go against one person even though there's a literal recording of what happened? Like, you're not going to refute the video evidence. I don't understand that.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't have any other news than that.
Well,
Unless you got something else.
I mean,
There's just a lot of things going on right now that still aren't substantiated that I would want to talk about. But I will wait until there's proof of a lot of stuff first. Unlike CNN.
well, you have the kid who, I mean, regardless if there's proof or not, he was obviously, like, I don't need proof beyond the fact that I can see with my own eyes that he was defending himself.
Yeah.
Which one was that? Yeah, that's the kid in Kenosha, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That kid was 100% defending himself against
3 criminals.
3 criminals. And then what was the thing that people were saying, like, oh, well,
He's a terrorist, don't you know?
well, no, not that. That's not what I'm referring to.
I don't know, they've said a lot.
No, they were saying things like, well, you can't look at the victim's
Criminal history.
criminal record. That's like, that's victim blaming and things like that. It's like, no.
Victim blaming.
Yeah, exactly. And
beat a child.
now victim blaming and things like that they're, I understand the point that was made for. That was so, like, just because a woman, and I'm specifically using this reason because it's the easiest one for people to understand. Just because a woman is quote unquote promiscuous or whatever, doesn't mean she doesn't have the right to say, hey, this dude, he took advantage of me, or he did this, that, or the other. That is a perfectly, and then they would do that. Like defense attorneys and things like that would say, well, it's not her fault, or it's not his fault. She was, insert terrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
And my dudes have malaria.
Victim blaming is a real thing that does happen. However, using it for someone who literally on video attacked another person is
well,
kind of amusing.
It takes the spirit of the law behind it and kind of ruin, like they're going out of their way to make it not viable.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? They're trying to make it so it seem like that kid is the issue, because for them it's extremely hard for them to reconcile the fact that this kid was. Ooh, I got batteries. We are going to do
flat out attacked.
Yeah, he attacked. He got attacked, and and it was obviously, I believe one or two of them had Black Lives Matter stuff on there, and so they're trying to reconcile it in their minds, like, how can I make it so it doesn't seem like that person was doing something bad and this person was.
Mm-hmm. Protesters, quote unquote.
Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna do some fun structure-y stuff here, because I've got a river, and I need a place to shoot people from. So I'm gonna do that and allow them to build the bridges. As soon as they get that done, there's still trees to be chopped. Okay, they're chopping trees now. Okay.
I got, well, not quite into an argument with somebody, but I talked with somebody online about the whole situation that happened there. They're like, yeah, definitely a terrorist. Like, what?
Yeah, so the definition, if you want to go off the quote-unquote definition of terrorist, is somebody who is going out of their way to specifically target a group, a religion, a belief, or a country to subvert their ability to do what they're trying to do. And they do it through terror tactics, by bombings, shootings, things like that. That's not what the dude was doing. The dude was trying to help people and stop the people from doing the terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
And then you have people say, well, that's what the police are for. I love it when they're like, well, he can't do that. That's what the police are for. You're trying to get rid of the police.
Yeah.
This is cause and effect, folks. This is cause and effect. You remove the law and order, and you will get this.
Mm-hmm.
Because
the community will police itself if you remove the police.
And that's their big crux, too. Like, oh, we don't need police because the community will police itself. And then when the community polices itself in not the correct way, in their opinion, they start yelling about it.
Hmm. But the one thing I saw was a person who's like, I'm a combat veteran, and and this is what they opened up with. I'm a combat veteran, and this guy, like, he was prepared for violence and walked into a violent area with a weapon. Like, that makes you a terrorist. What? That's not how terrorism works. Like, because you go into a potentially dangerous area armed does not make you a terrorist.
Nope.
You're like, oh yeah, the police going into areas of high crime and shooting incidents, if they carry a weapon, you know what? Terrorists, right? But they're like, he came in there without being a government sanctioned. Like,
Well, that doesn't matter.
yeah, the government doesn't matter in that instance. He was protecting himself. What about all the other people that came in there with weapons, with clear hostile intent, as they were killing people for weeks previous? What do we call them? Protesters.
Yeah. Because Nate has fun doing it.
What am I doing?
Your mom was asking why we're letting you get political again.
Because it's important.
It can be important. It is important to talk about these things to a degree. I 100% agree with you, Nate.
Yeah.
But above all else, I want people to make up their own minds. Don't just take
Yes.
things said here or said anywhere and believe them as gospel.
Yes.
Because
Always
do
infer
your
your
own
own
research,
opinion.
do all that kind of stuff. What kind of flooring is that? That is limestone flagstone. Do I have limestone? I have marble. I have sandstone. I don't have any limestone, do I? It's a limestone table that can be deconstructed. It's a limestone that can be deconstructed.
So many people my age don't get politically active. And while I can respect that in some instances, with everything going on, people need to be informed about everything. Like, you
Yeah,
need to
but
go search that
people also
information.
like
Whether
to
it
take
be,
it too far as well.
yeah, I'm just constantly worried that people aren't going to
Hold
take
on.
it far enough, and then they're going to be surprised when something bad happens.
Oh, well, my defenses aren't up yet. I got. Are you watching this on Discord, bud?
Me? No, I'm playing Borderlands currently. Still catching up.
Ah,
I'm still like 2 levels below you guys.
monkey. All right, well, let's. Are they attacking immediately? And they will prepare for a while, then attack. Doo-doo-doo-doo. 3 dudes. It's taking them a very long time to prepare for an attack. Come on, hurry up. Well, I may be able to get my defenses up then. A security. And doop, ba-doom, doom, and doop. There we go. It's a
I'm
strange
min-maxing.
setup, but it's going to work for now.
Oh.
I will readjust later. Let's see if they get it done. Are these guys still holding on? They're still holding still a holding pattern. Oh, what was that? Tribes people beginning their attack. Okay. Dunk, 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 dunk. But oh, they died. How sad.
All your guys?
No. My guys are actually doing pretty good now.
Hmm?
She asked if it was all my guys died.
Uh,
Hey, they're having a party after they killed all
Time to
them.
dig the mass grave
Yep,
again.
you got it. He had one piece of. Oh, another beer. Sandstone Club. Allow, and allow. Alright, need to build more graves.
Did that many of them really die?
There's 3.
Still quite a bit.
No. My guys? No, none of my guys have died. That was their guys.
Ah.
I have guns, and they came at me with a stone club and knives.
You haven't built the Bernie chamber?
The Bernie chamber? No, I haven't built that yet.
Oh, that's so much fun though.
I know. I'll work on it eventually.
I've noticed that the walls are made out of lime.
What is this? One of your cause has gotten sick from sensory mechanites. That's weird. Okay. But I think I'll save it there. We will call this the new Good Morning Clan. So, all right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I think we made it to a little over an hour on that one. I'm not 100% sure.
Yep.
Okay. But we will be playing Borderlands this evening. And so we'll see you all guys then. Watch for my 3rd episode on, what is that game called? Wasteland 3. I want to continue that. And a couple other things coming down the pipe as well. We'll be having a lot of fun. So we'll see you guys all next time. And remember, always have fun. And if you like our stuff, tell us why. Like, share, subscribe. If you don't, tell me why. And maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can take it all under consideration all the time. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.